Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Witch Queen Season of the Risen intel. Hopefully, everyone's still enjoying this season. Grandmaster Nightfalls will just added, so that's another really fun thing to do. But if you're like me, you're probably still trying to farm for the perfect role for a weapon to help complete your Void 3.0 build. Now, I have talked about how FUNNELWEB is sort of the go-to this season for Void 3.0. It really is one of those things that if you don't have it, you want it. Even if it's a garbage roll, you want it versus not having one at all. If you do want a fairly decent roll, currently you can actually go to Banshee in the tower and buy a FUNNELWEB with not the best roll, like I said, but a decent one. And if you don't have one, get it. Just go get it. It's a pretty good roll. I would say it's at least a 7 out of 10. But if you do want to just continue to farm for the absolute perfect roll on your FUNNELWEB, there are a few really easy glitches, and I have talked about some farms in the past, but having done this now for a few more weeks, I've sort of curated it down to 3 really good methods to farm for a FUNNELWEB, or really any world drop weapon that you might actually want. Before I get into all the information in this video, I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaways on my YouTube channel every 1,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into any of those giveaways is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on all the post notifications, that bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below, or leave a comment on this video or any of the hashtags listed directly beneath it in the comment section. So the best way to actually, in my opinion, get world drops is to actually go and farm the Psyops battlegrounds. Specifically the one on the Cosmodrome. Now you can actually access this from the map that is the Cosmodrome, but occasionally, of course, you will still get it in the playlist or when it's the legendary option for a specific week, which it currently is. There's, I think, only 3 options for battlegrounds, maybe 4. So once every month, you're going to get this. So you'll have the legendary option, which is probably the best farm for anything, really. I mean, as far as anything that's legendary, you're going to get legendary shards, you're going to get some red weapons, you might get a FUNNELWEB or another world drop weapon that you really want. It's a great farm, and the reason it is because of the glitch at the end. Once you loot the chest, you can actually run back to the divide, as you see me doing here, because you have about 40 seconds. Trigger the load zone, turn around, and run back, and then you'll actually get teleported back to the chest. I used to think you had to have one of your teammates at the chest for this to happen, but it'll just happen so long as you're still within the allotted time. You can then loot the chest again. So you can essentially double up on all the loot that you're getting from potentially both chests. You can do this, of course, with the normal Psyops battleground, just like I said, from accessing it from the map in the Cosmodrome. But, of course, the rewards won't be as good. You can also do it when you happen to land on it if you're just going through the Psyops Battlegrounds playlist. So that's one way. Now, there's a couple more, and I've talked about a few of these things in the past as well, but I think everybody can use a refresher. They still work, and they actually work if you want to farm specific world drop weapons. So one, of course, is not being on your main account. So you can go over to a platform that you don't own a DLC on, and then go into public zones. Most of your loot will be constrained to the world loot pool, so you won't get stuff that you would be getting if you own those expansions. So that'll also help you narrow it down. One other method is to go to the Circle of Bones. This is on the moon. Circle of Bones has 2 really good farms in it. Once you enter, one's on the left, the other is on the right. Both revolve around killing a barrier knight. Now, one thing that I think not enough people actually know about is that no matter where you kill a roaming enemy, always try to find a load zone or a deload zone, because if you can get out of that zone and then back in, you can always loot those chests again. You can actually do this with public events too. So if you're killing things in the throne world, like the light bearers, you can actually then D-zone, come back in, and also get another light bearer chest. You can do this almost anywhere. And in a place like we are right here, this is absolutely crazy, because as you can see, I have a barrier champion, which when I kill them, they're going to drop a chest, and I have a load zone directly behind me. So as you'll see, we can really abuse this, as when I kill this particular champion and I sort of got them closer to the door, so I had to run even less, chest will spawn. I'm going to loot it. Even though I get blue armor, world drops are still absolutely possible, so don't really focus on what I'm getting, more how often I'm getting it. All I have to do is go back down that hallway to the Circle of Bones again, run back in, and I can loot this chest up to 5 times, depending on how quick you are. So this is probably the fastest method, though you're probably not going to get the best drops, but it's still a RNG option that you might get world drops like the FUNNELWEB. Now the other option is actually on the opposite side of the Circle of Bones. So if you were to leave the circle and go to the right side of the circle, you'll notice that there's another barrier champion on this ledge. This is directly opposite from where you just saw me. Kill this champion and you'll get another chest to drop. You can actually do these things in tandem. So occasionally the the barrier knight that's on the opposite side will stop spawning. You can then run across and kill this one, and then do the exact same kind of farm. We're going to run out. Instead of trying to respawn the chest, we're essentially just going to respawn the knight. Run down to the zone beneath. Once you kill the knight, it's to the left. There's a stairway down to the catacombs. Once you hit the catacombs load zone, you can head back up and you'll find that the knight is there again. And you can just do these two in tandem. Go farm the one, get as many of the chests as you can. That knight won't spawn again for maybe 10 minutes. Go do this one. And this one will spawn a lot. It'll spawn at least 5 times in a row, I've found. So you can do this chest farm at least another 5 times, and by that point you'll probably be able to go back over and do the other one. But everybody should always be doing this particular kind of farm. I mean, killing an enemy, if a chest spawns, try to find a load zone and then try to get back to it, because you're going to be able to get another loot drop on that same chest. And that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something helpful, and hopefully you can get yourself a FUNNELWEB. Remember, it is for sale right now at Banshee 44. The legendary Psyops battlegrounds are only available till the end of this week before it goes into rotation again. Keep those things in mind, and in the off time you can go and do some of these farms with these barrier knights on the moon. I know it's not the most fun, but it's efficient. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on all bell notifications. Like I said, also enters you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel. Remember to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, listed in the description box down below, or leave a comment or any of the hashtags listed beneath this video in the comments section for another entry into that future giveaway. Once more, I am Wilhelm Scream, and of course, we will see you next time.